My name is Bev Davis. I'm a local author, chaplain, artist, and a person who has been bullied. Bullying is something that follows you your entire life. I'd like to tell you a story about a little girl. My little girl, me. A few years ago, I woke up in the middle of the night. Now, waking up in the middle of the night is not totally unusual for me. And as senior citizens, I think you know what I'm talking about. But you can probably guess there are many reasons why someone in their 60s and 70s, 80s would wake up in the middle of the night. But that night you'd be wrong. That night I woke up with the name of one of my bullies on my lips. Tom M. is the name of one of the kids that helped my grade school years be unforgettable, but not in a good way. I'll get back to him later. Right now, I want to share what I think of when I gaze at a photo of myself. In that photo, I am smiling a sweet smile as I leave my front porch to attend my first day of school. I'm not sure what grade I was entering on that day, third, maybe fourth, definitely not first grade. As I give that photo another look, there I am. I see that sweet smile. Yes, it's there on the surface. But when I look a little closer, there is some apprehension in that smile, wondering what the day may bring. My hair was clean and combed. My plaid dress was clean and pressed, and I had a small bow at my neck. My shoes were polished, and my little white socks were bright and shiny white. I even carried a brand new 3-ring notebook filled with the right school supplies under my left arm. My right hand was holding the wrought iron banister. So picture that. It might be a picture of yourself going off to school when you're a little girl or a little boy. So I ask myself, what is it about that little girl that warranted continued and painful bullying? I say to myself, and the answer is absolutely nothing. There's absolutely no reason why I was taunted when I couldn't give the answer to a multiplication problem, and certainly no understanding why I had to remain standing in front of everyone. There's no reason why I was thrown down into the neighbor's sticker bushes and left to rescue myself. These are just a tip of the bullying iceberg that was my childhood, and I never understood what it was about me that said victim. Now, I'm not sure if many of you can identify with that, but I have met many people in my chaplain life, and as a hospice chaplain and as a pastor, who have experienced times like that. Now, many of those things happened to me when I was a little child, but it follows you entire life. It follows you in such a way that you don't have tools to help your own children when they are having bullying problems. No, there's no reason. No reason at all. The world is full of bullies, and we say that that's because they're having problems at home or there's something wrong, but there's nothing right about it. There's nothing right about it. Let me tell you, as holidays come to a close, they're coming to a close as I speak now. I'm hoping that you're going to have some fond memories of 2020, as we say. I know there's going to be some sharp memories, some irritations, some loss. But I hope that that loss won't make you into a bully. I hope that that will help you to understand what it is like to be a little different. And not even so different. We're all in this together. That's what they say. But when the holidays come to a close, like I said, chances are you're going to find memories to hold on to. But what you don't want to hold on to back in 2020 holidays is to say, I wish I had been a little kinder. Kindness is out there. Sometimes you have to look really hard, but it's there. Yes, this is an upbeat time of year, but it can also be filled with the unusual amount of angst and stress and uncertainty. Often there are unrealistic expectations and perceptions, along with an abundance of commercialization, all of which can even put the most even-tempered person on edge. You can make the season brighter for those around you by keeping your eyes open, your ears open, and watching for people in need. There are people who just need to be listened to. And it's hard right now because when we are out on the street, we have our masks on. Our masks that are keeping us safe from COVID, but it also blocks us from being friendly with one another. The smiles that we're used to giving when we're walking down the street, just to acknowledge that the person we're walking toward is right there, and we are there with them. We identify with you. We see you. That's hard right now, isn't it? But I believe your eyes can show you're caring, who you are, a little glint, those little smile marks that come after many years of smiling or frowning, those little wrinkles, you can see them in my eyes. They're there. They're there because I look at people. I identify with people because I, too, have been one of those people who've been misidentified. I've been, well, when you're bullied, sometimes you feel like either you're center of attention or you feel like you are invisible. Most of my life, I have felt invisible, which was okay because I didn't want to be bullied anymore. But as I have grown and how I've changed in the last several years, becoming a chaplain and a minister, all things I never thought I'd be doing, I've gotten my voice. And this voice, I mean, I still stammer and I stutter and I have to take my time while I'm talking. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people don't want to stop and stare and stop and look and listen, but we all have something important to say. I know you guys do too. And as we get older and people kind of, shuffle us off to the side, we are still that same person we've always been, but we're a lot smarter and we're world savvy. We've seen a lot. And I'm in my early 70s, and some of you are a lot older than me. And so I know what you've seen and what you've experienced. And I thank you for all you've done in your entire life. But your life isn't done. I thought my life was done. I was planning to just remain in Chicago, living in a condo, a small little apartment, and I would have been happy there. But I always knew there was something more for me to do. And I guess one of the things that I need to do is to explain how I feel when I'm treated the way people treat one another. It's not good. It's not good. Bullying may be the source from someone's youth, or someone in their family is giving them a hard time. That should stop there. That shouldn't go to the school. And teachers, they're doing a lot more now, but they still say boys will be boys. Whatever the heck that means, I don't know. I have a son who is a wonderful son, and he was a boy, and he never did anything like that. He was bullied. He was sensitive. He still is. My son is gay. He is a wonderful partner, but he's been bullied. He even was bullied not only in school, but in the city of Chicago, riding a CTA bus. Bullying is bad. Not being nice. Kindness is what we all should be going into the year 2021. How can I be kinder? How can I be more loving? As I left my position at Marshall Fields as an interior designer, which I know sounds wonderful, and it is. But even then, I didn't speak in public, and I was asked to. One-on-one, I've always been good. But in public and in front of people, no. I missed a lot of chances to speak. That's why I take advantage of these opportunities that are given to me now. As I said, as I went to seminary in 2004, I didn't have any idea what to expect. I knew I was going to spend the rest of my time on this earth serving God's people. I thought chaplain. I didn't know what I was getting into. But folks, it was the biggest, scariest move of my life. But so much good has come out of it. And out of that, my books. I never thought I'd be a writer. My dream of a little elephant who was bullied because he wasn't perfect. Name is Gray, and how he became great by taking care of others, showing kindness. He didn't have to help the other elephants and the people who had been bullying him. He could have saved himself and gone about his life. How many times Have you had the opportunity to help someone out and you said, no, that's not my problem. It is your problem. It's my problem. If somebody's in trouble, we need to help them. Show kindness. Let me tell you a little story. A few weeks ago, I just took a job up in the Door County area. I have a little place in Algoma. That's where I am right now. And I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody. But the other day, knock, knock, knock on my door, was my neighbor. Haven't really met them, just say hi, that kind of stuff. They came over with a basket full of food and full of wine and a giant Kringle. Oh my gosh, the Kringle is huge, but not as big as I saw their kindness. That kindness, they went out of their way to welcome a stranger. That's what we're supposed to do, welcome the stranger. You never know what you're going to learn or who you're going to meet. Yes, I let that Tom from my grammar school and high school days, he got into my mind. And anytime that I thought of speaking in public, I thought of him and I stopped. But that one night, his name came to my mind. And in these days of social, we went to my computer, I Googled his name, and up popped a picture of him in front of his motorcycle. And it wasn't just a picture of him in front of his motorcycle. It was his obituary. Yes, Tom had passed away not more than 6 months before I had that dream. And he died riding on his motorcycle out in San Francisco. Now I know, and you know, that Tom probably never thought about me one more day or one more time in his life. He went about his life. He became involved in insurance. It was a large obituary, but yet on his face in that picture in front of the motorcycle was that smirk that always came into my face in the dream or when I thought about speaking. I didn't know how to feel. Should I feel sad? Should I feel happy? No, I didn't feel either of those. But I did feel free. And since then, I've more time to speak. I've taken more chances at speaking. No, just because we're older doesn't mean we're not still being bullied. There are ways of being bullied. Just saying something nasty isn't, it's one way. But the way you look at somebody, the way you nod your head or give a smirk when they say something that might not make sense to you, makes sense to them. Be patient. Be loving. Be caring to one another. And folks, accept that caring. Don't say, I don't need help. I don't want to accept that help. Accept that help. Take that help. Give help. Thank you for this time with you. My name is Reverend Bev Davis, author, chaplain, lover of people, lover of kindness, Blessings on this day, every day. Thank you very much. Bye.